Months after former Fire Chief George Maurice announced his retirement at a selectmen's meeting, the newest chief of the Norwood Fire Department has been selected. For more on this, we go to Norwood News reporter Erin Crowley.
In early July, the chief of the Norwood Fire Department, George Maurice, announced his retirement at a Board of Selectmen meeting. Since then, the town has been working to hire a new chief. Longtime member of the Norwood Fire Department, Dave Hayes, was announced chief earlier this week. Chief Hayes is thrilled about the new position.
Started my fire service career in the military in 1976. Worked for the Air Force for 9 years, the Navy for 2 years as a civilian firefighter. Went to Marshfield Fire Department. Worked there for 5 years, made it to the rank of lieutenant, got laid off in 1991. The end of 91 was a big budget crunch and things happened. So I went through a few months of unemployment. Norwood called me. I came here. I started working here. It was a wonderful town, wonderful fire department. I stayed here as a firefighter until 2010. Made lieutenant provisionally. Did some acting time. Then I made lieutenant permanently in 2011. Made deputy chief here in 2020, January of 2020, just in time for COVID and some other things that were crazy. Of course, I was elated when Tony gave me the news. Initially, I wanted to tell everybody in the world, wanted to tell my mom, who's recently passed. Didn't get the opportunity, but I'm sure she knows. And then, shortly after the elation, the first day or two, it was great. After that, I started getting humbled, wondering what I didn't know, what my failings might be. I don't lack confidence at all, but these are things you start to worry about. When you realize that you're the guy that has to do, you have to make the final decisions, the hard decisions. Anybody that gets hurt in this fire department is my responsibility, and I know that. I make that a hallmark. The safety of the guys is the most important thing. But it's humbling. It's very humbling to realize that now I have to take care of these guys, make sure they have the equipment, the training, the things it takes to do it right.
Chief Hayes is looking forward to the future of the department.
One of the things I'm focusing on now, Chief Maurice started it. We want a second ALS ambulance. Right now we run one ALS, one BLS. That's okay, but I don't want to be okay. I want to be better. I want to give the people of the town better service, and that means giving the firefighters the tools they need to do it. There's some discussions going on back and forth, and I expect to have this up and running, I hope, soon. It's kind of, some of it's out of my hands, but the other aspect we're developing or working on is developing our people. I intend to push down on my officers, and by pushing down, pull them up. I want them more involved in planning, directing, and I'm talking events like Norwood Day, Fire Prevention Week. Traditionally, the chief here has done a lot of the planning, and he just lays the plan out to the men. I think it's better for the people if they get involved in the planning. I'll give them the resources. I'll point them in the direction. And if I see a flaw in their plan, I'll address that. But largely, I want those guys to develop, because when I leave here in 5 or 7 years, whatever it happens to be, I want them to not miss a beat. I don't want them to miss Dave Hayes. I want them to step up. The next guy moves into the office, whoever that happens to be, and the officers are all ready to go. And those are the visions I have for the fire department.
Congratulations, Chief Hayes. On behalf of everyone at Norwood Community Media, we look forward to working closely with the fire department. For NCM, I'm Erin Crowley.
Thanks, Erin, and congrats to Chief Hayes.